I'm Bruce Riedel. I'm the director of the Intelligence Project at the Brookings Institution. President Trump chose Saudi Arabia as his first foreign port of call. That attests to the importance of the kingdom for American foreign policy, particularly in the Middle East, but also more broadly throughout the Islamic world. They announced the creation of a 50-nation alliance to fight terrorism and to contain Iranian subversion. They also announced some very large arms deals and civilian deals. Much of that is aspirational. There is no $110 billion arms deal so far, but there are aspirations for the United States to sell as much as $110 billion of arms over the course of the Trump administration. Saudis were able to convene 50 Islamic leaders to the summit with President Trump, and they all agreed that they wanted to fight the Islamic State and al-Qaeda. They also all agreed that Iran was a source of problems in the region, although not all 50 leaders are enthusiastic about confronting Iran as Saudi Arabia and Donald Trump is. Unfortunately, within a fortnight after the visit, the Saudis decided to blockade their small neighbor Qatar and turn Qatar into the bad boy of the Gulf instead of the Iranians, and a lot of that unity is already splintered and fallen apart. Turkey's backed Qatar. Iran has backed Qatar. The United Arab Emirates and Egypt have backed Saudi Arabia. A lot of countries are trying to remain neutral, like Pakistan and Oman. So instead of a display of unity, just a month later now, we have a display of disunity in the Arab world and in the Muslim world more broadly. And it's really over a rather secondary issue, which is how Qatar interacts with its neighbors. Saudi Arabia is the big boy in the Gulf Cooperation Council. The GCC was created back in the 1980s to bring all the monarchies of the Gulf together. But the Saudis always saw it as their team, with them in charge. The Qataris always wanted to be independent. This dispute has gone on now for 20 years, but we've now reached a peak. Never before have some Gulf countries actually laid siege to another one. This could be the end of the Gulf Cooperation Council, which has been a principal mechanism for the United States to bring together its friends in the Middle East since the 1980s. If this can't be mended or repaired, we're going to see the Gulf far more divided, much more tension, much more opportunity for Iran to meddle in the affairs of the Gulf. This is a self-inflicted wound by the Saudis. And the Trump administration, after some initial confusion, looks like it's trying very hard to see if it can't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. But that's going to be hard to do.